I've consumed enough content. It's time for me to create some, and it's time for you too. Oh my goodness. Liz on the Adventures with Liz channel, she inspired me with her story. She lost her daughter a couple of years ago, and so she's still in the midst of a lot of grief and processing. And anyway, I as I listened to her story and her sharing some of the things that she's gone through recently and the courage that it took for her to start a YouTube channel, I was like, "Oh my god, there was really no excuse for me at this point." So I'm just going to jump in and start creating some videos because I love YouTube. I spend a lot of time on it. I learn how to do tons of things on YouTube. So I'm jumping in because the water's fine. Um, I will put a link to Liz's YouTube channel in the description box below. I encourage you to hop on over there and check out her channel. She has some really wonderful and encouraging things to say, and she gives you tours of tiny houses. I think that was how her YouTube channel started. So, Liz, if you're listening, thank you so much. Maybe we'll get to meet in person someday. All right. I have a lot of wisdom to share. I've lived a lot of life over the past years. I don't even want to say how many years, but I feel like it's time for me to start sharing some of my wisdom to help other people. And that is the whole purpose for this YouTube channel. I've called my channel the Dream Lab for a reason. There's a big backstory, which I'm going to share in future episodes. But for now, I just want to define dream as something ideal or a conception of something in its perfection that doesn't lack anything. Or quite simply, a dream is a picture of a future that you would like to live in someday or that I would like to live in someday. And lab implies a situation or a set of circumstances like life where you can investigate and experiment. So I'll share a really quick story that we will visit again when I have a friend of mine on the channel. But her name is Chelsea. Chelsea, if you're listening, I love you so much. Um, she had a dream when we did the Dream Lab course. This whole thing started as a course back in 2016 in my friend Elkin's living room, and you're going to hear from her too. But Chelsea had a dream to live in Maine, and she just wanted to live somewhere where there was lots of green, the 4 different seasons, since we were all living in Los Angeles at the time, and she wrote that down, and she eventually moved to Maine for an entire year, and she loved it. She got to do a lot of songwriting and a lot of creative work. She's also working on a musical right now, so um, while she really loved it, she discovered that after a year, she didn't ever need to be that cold again. So the reason why it's called the Dream Lab and why experimentation and investigation is really important is because had she not explored the possibility of living in Maine for a year and tried it out, she would still have this idea in the back of her mind that that's where she wanted to live, that this was a dream of hers. She tried it. It wasn't for her, and now she can move on. She could put that to bed. She still visits there quite a bit, but it's not a place that she wants to live anymore. Hence the name, the Dream Lab. This is not about dreams while you're sleeping, which is why I wanted to start with the explanation of what the Dream Lab is. The Dream Lab is actually a community of people, a community of women, probably just like you and me, who are maybe they're facing a transition in life. Maybe you are facing a career transition. Maybe you're about to retire or you're switching jobs. Maybe you just got a divorce and are mourning the loss of your marriage, or maybe you're actually mourning the death of a loved one. Maybe your youngest child went to kindergarten or to college, probably college if you're my age. Um, the Dream Lab is for women who feel successful. Maybe you built a really wonderful career, but now you're starting to feel a little unsatisfied, like you're longing for more. Or maybe you're feeling stuck and unfulfilled, like you know God has more for you, but you're just not sure what. And the Dream Lab is for, I hate to say it, but people pleasers who they're fulfilling the expectations of others and perhaps they have lost the authenticity of who they are in the process. Also, maybe it's for women who are just desiring to know themselves on a much deeper level. Anyway, the Dream Lab is a community where we are going to do the internal work of discovering who we are and what our dreams are in this new season of life, whatever that looks like for us. It's going to be different for different people. The Dream Lab, and here in the Dream Lab on the YouTube channel, we're gonna gather, we're gonna know, who we are at this very moment in life, and we're gonna understand our value and our worth. Ladies, if you need some practical tools, I am gonna share so many practical tools for you that helped me and a lot of other people along the way over the years. And we're gonna have some really heartfelt conversations, some hard conversations about how painful life can get sometimes. Um, I 2 little more than 2 years ago now, my oldest brother, John, died, and I was holding his hand when he passed away, and that really shifted my perspective about what I want the remainder of my life to look like. If you've ever walked through something hard like that, where you watched someone you love and care about transition into another realm, it really raises a lot of questions in your own soul. So we're gonna talk about all those really hard things that life can throw at us sometimes. So, this video isn't gonna be very long. If you are ready to discover the real you in this new season, the you that's lived a lot of life and is ready for something new or different, if you're ready to begin taking some baby steps towards the things that you want, towards your dreams, then you're in the right place, and I'm really glad you're here. If you wouldn't mind, give me a like and a subscribe so you'll get notified when new videos are uploaded. And share this video with someone you think would really benefit from it. Until next time, bye for now.